Note to self, it's been 2 weeks, 3 days, and 4.5 hours since I led my team to the Hellspawn residence in response to a 000 call claiming gunfire in a residential block in the outer suburbs. Since then, it's been tough. God knows it's been tough. I haven't been handling it well. This is the sort of shit they don't prepare you for. It's harrowing crap. Fuck. It's hard to articulate. It's just that the image, it clings to you. We're trained to leave it all behind and pretend like it never happened from the moment we step out the door, but we're not trained to grapple with what happens when you can't. My team and I, we've received counselling in the days following the initial arrival at the scene, and since 2 have been deemed unfit to work and have been honourably discharged, 1 has quit, and one is no longer with us. I always ask myself, why? I can't imagine how things might be right now if we just hadn't have been sent there. Of all the chances, why'd it have to be us? Why my squad? I've been asking myself those questions for weeks now. I still feel guilty for it all. Like, no matter how you spin it, it's my fault they were there. It's my fault for shaking that fucking gut feeling I had when we cracked that front door open, and for sending them up there. Christ. Sending them up there. Sending them straight bloody up there. It's like you remember all the little details, even the bits that don't stick out. I still recall, Jesus, I still remember the way his room had almost been, thrown upside down. How all his shit was just sprinkled across the floor and the door had been jammed like he was hiding from someone. Like he didn't want anybody to find him. I'm trying to wash my mind of those images, but I can't. I've tried so hard, but it's impossible to. I keep playing them back, pondering them but something's not right. Not 2 fucking days after we arrived at the scene, some fancy AFP dog paid a visit to the station and came out with the inspector looking all concerned. And I kid you not, by the next day, the case was transferred to the AFP, and I heard from one of our guys that a private team had taken over the scene. They supposedly ran a few sweeps and lab tests, but they had concluded by the end of the week. The case was labelled a paranoia-induced suicide, and it's been closed ever since. As far as I've heard, no such touch of the report papers has been permitted. I tell you, my 8 years of service, never has that happened. Never. You simply can't close the books on a case like that quickly. It's negligent. So I got to digging. Strictly off books, of course. I would say I'm putting my job in limbo here, but fuck my job. I honestly don't care at this point. This case has consumed too much time, and it's taken too much from me. I went through Hellspawn's contacts and dug up his old boss's personal number. After ditching the formalities and the textbook last time I saw him and shit, and admitting I felt something was off about the case, she actually said she agreed. Carly Meta is the boss's name. As it turns out, Hellspawn was a reporter for the Episteme, that Brisbane news company that I'd been hearing a bit of buzz about. Apparently, Hellspawn brought her a report that was potentially a gigantic breakthrough, but when she passed it on to her superiors, she was immediately told to put the cap on it and bar Hellspawn from covering it. She sounded very wary of sharing the details over the phone, and didn't divulge anything significant, but she noted that shortly after turning Hellspawn down, he became infrequent at work, and soon quit. I think she feels responsible for what happened to him. Now, she didn't say for sure, but I could gather that from her tone. I didn't know what to say then. But what she has told me has given me hope. She's confirmed I'm not crazy for thinking there's something more to this. That crime scene, the way his face was, the AFP, the report, they've got to connect. I'm sure of it. They must. I'm going to meet Carly tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to get to the bottom of this case. I have to. For them. For myself. For everyone.